Hey, what's going on YouTube? Jarek Cyphus, aka Cigar and Con here. Your boy back here, rocking and rolling on this happy Friday. It's Labor Day weekend. Y'all are getting ready to send your kids back to school, so a little bit of freedom, I think, but most of us are off vacation, going back to work, and holy shit, there's so much going on, right? Give you a quick update on my situation. So we last talked about my health situation, so I have a preliminary diagnosis of Crohn's disease. The severity of it will be determined at a later appointment in September. It's a full prognostic profile that they got to run on it. So we'll find out more about my Crohn's then. And some stuff that's stemming from the Navy. I have a complete misalignment. It's displaced about 1 inch. Complete misalignment of my body from my hip down, my right hip down. And there might be some lower back situation going on. They may have to do an MRI to find out if there's any compression going on. Definitely looking at a TENS machine in my future, so I'm kind of excited about that. I have runner's knee in both knees, more severely in the right than the left. I have an Achilles strain. There's a risk of tear there. It's just, there's so many things. Plus, there's all my hormones are out of whack, causing my weight gain. It fucking sucks. But I'm getting a clearer picture now. Things are starting to come together. I'm starting to take some medication that helps with a lot of stuff, including one, of course, is with energy, which is a major factor in when and how I stream, and just my general mood. I'm treating stuff for the anxiety and other things like that, so that's helping out a little bit too. So, I'm getting better treatment on the outside than I was from the Navy. So, shout out to the doctors at TPMG out there in Chesapeake. You guys are great. And I'm looking forward to see what else they can find out and how they can treat it to make me more able to do this stuff in the future. Moving on to gaming news, Randy Pitchford was recently held in contempt of court. So, there's some legal disputes going on. There's a whole bunch of allegations going on. You got Wade Callender, Gearbox's former legal counsel. He filed a motion on Tuesday in Dallas County District Court for contempt and requested sanctions against Gearbox, alleging discovery abuse and failure to produce certain court-ordered documents. And that's from GameSpot. And it's funny because all these problems that people have that are keeping them from wanting to buy Borderlands 3, apart from the whole Epic Games Store deal. On the other hand, you've got Randy Pitchford finally, facing the music. So I don't know if that's going to help people make the decision or not. I don't know if it's necessarily helped me make my decision on whether or not to get Borderlands 3. But the fact that some court movement is starting to happen towards Randy Pitchford and the variety of allegations he has against him, that's great news. The more I think about it, the more I look into it, it's less Gearbox as a whole that I dislike and more Randy Pitchford. So it really was Randy Pitchford's errors that resulted in Aliens Colonial Marines being the disaster it was. And I'm hoping the farther away Randy Pitchford gets from development, the better games like Borderlands 3, and hopefully we're crossing my fingers here for the Blackbird Interactive and Gearbox reveal of what some are assuming is going to be Homeworld 3. So Here's hoping that the original developers from Homeworld come together and make something really freaking awesome for us. Because more on that later. Because if it turns out to be Homeworld 3, I may have to do another video on Labor Day. We'll see. And then, of course, you have another situation where you have NBA 2K20 may violate PEGI rating guidelines because of the mechanics shown in the My Team trailer. More about that. So I'm going to link some stuff in the description below from a Reddit post, as well as the most recent, very exasperated video, poor guy, from Young Yeah. The whole situation with NBA 2K20, you got 2K games and you got EA. They're both known for their egregious monetization, and it's only getting worse. You've got the team cards in FIFA Team. That's egregious as fuck. It's glorified gambling, and you can trade those cards. You can sell those cards. Now 2K20 is doing the same damn thing. It's even got a slot machine mechanic. But the fucked up thing is over in Europe, you get the PEGI system and rated it for 3-year-olds with a game that's got a slot machine mechanic in it with real rewards. You had an ESRB, you had a teen rating and a PEGI 13, I think, rating on Pokemon Red, which had a virtual slot machine in it. There was no monetization of any kind in there, but yet they chose to make it teen and Peggy 13. But you have Peggy 3 and E for Everyone on NBA 2K20 in a game that, you know, they try to say, well, it may not necessarily have that. We know what it says in the trailer, but what's in the trailer might not be what actually releases. I'm sorry. But at this point, 2K has done so many egregious monetizations, the same as EA's been doing. We'll believe it when we see it. Okay? I just, you know, at some point you have to read the writing on the wall here. You have to show some good faith. You have to get away from monetization, because I get it. If the ESRB and Peggy decided tomorrow to start saying that, yes, this is gambling, loot boxes are gambling, then you're probably going to end up getting some regulation, and then you're no longer going to have buddies in the rating system with all these huge multi-billion-dollar companies like EA and 2K and so forth. I get it. Okay, I get it. They're trying to play coy. They're trying to pretend like it's a problem that's not there, because they probably have a handshake deal going on. I'm not saying they do. I'm going to take the tinfoil hat off. It's just, perception is reality, right? And this is how I see it. And that's what this channel's about. I call things like I see it. And that's what I'm seeing. Is you cannot at this point say that it's not gambling when it very clearly is. There was a trailer for NBA 2K10 that showed a goddamn slot machine in it. It's fucking gambling. And when you win something, you get LeBron James! Really? Come on. Ugh. Okay, enough of the negative. Let's talk about September. Games coming out. For you Gears fans, Gears of War 5 is coming out. Badass. I'm so far behind on that. One day I'll play the whole damn series. For you Monster Hunter folks, though, you have Iceborne coming out next week, I think next Friday. Now, I'm going to have to start playing that again. I used to play the shit out of Monster Hunter World because I loved it. The mechanics were great. It was a pretty game. It was fun to play. Very engaging. And now that you have this new content coming out, I may have to give it a crack again. Borderlands 3 obviously is coming out this month. You have Zelda Link's Awakening is coming out. And you have Contra Rogue Corps, which I swear to God, if it ruins that franchise, I'm going to be so sad. And Dragon Quest 11 for the Dragon's Quest folks that's about the end of September, I think, is when that one comes out. So those are games to look forward to. And obviously October 1st, you have Destiny 2 Shadowkeep coming out. And we'll go over in a week or two what's coming out in October. But Doom being delayed till like November 22nd, I think it is. That delay might change my stream schedule a little bit. Let me explain why. So after Labor Day, I'm going to go to a very rigid Star Trek Online, Trekkie Tuesdays, and Final Fantasy 14 on Thursdays. And I'm going to be strictly those two games, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 p.m. Eastern, for a month. Then when October rolls around, we'll start doing Doom. We'll also do... So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate Doom on Tuesdays and Destiny 2 for Shadowkeep on Thursdays. Sundays, as I'm available to stream, I'll do Star Wars Galaxies with the Quarantine Zone, Guild Wars 2, because you get the Mad Realm, Mad King stuff, which is fucking great. I'll be doing that, and then I'll be doing some more Final Fantasy 14, because there's no way in hell that I'm going to get through all Final Fantasy 14's content in a month. It ain't happening. Saggy Slay for this year, we'll start that in December. It's going to be pretty much Star Wars gaming all December long. There'll be some Doom Eternal thrown in there for obvious reasons, because Doom Eternal's coming out so late. We'll try and make sure Doom Eternal gets in there in December, but primarily I'm going to be streaming Star Wars Galaxies, Star Wars The Old Republic, and Star Wars Battlefront 2. And then there'll be a break from January to late February from both YouTube and Twitch, so I'm going to try and stay as consistent as I can between now and the holidays, so we can keep giving y'all some content. And just see if we can throw some writing in there, because NaNoWriMo is around the corner. So in 2 months... National Writers Month is going on. National Novels Writing Month is going to be going on. So I'm probably going to try and get some story writing out a little bit again. And who knows? You might see something pop up on Patreon. $1 a month. That's all I'm asking. So for ILM and Legends, it'll be a teaser out on Monday. Teaser trailer out Monday. Sometime during the day. Just keep an eye on YouTube. Watch the end of this video, because there might be another tease thrown at the end of this. Maybe a title reveal for folks who followed my ILM work on live. So barring no delay on available media, reshade development, and development of some of the texture materials I'm working on, like some new leather textures, some terrain textures I'm working on, just some various stuff, some mist and cloud textures I'm working on, some new glass textures. So there's some stuff that I have to to create to kind of enhance the look with the new shaders I'm working with. That'll make the whole game look way, way better. So barring no delay in any of that development, ILM 3 should be released to the Legends staff around New Year's, whether that's on the 2019 or 2020 side. Just be patient. It could be plus or minus a week. And hopefully, if everything goes well, implementation should be quick, and it should be out well before the 4th anniversary of Legends. I will be supporting Star Wars Galaxy's Legends ILM side throughout the lifetime of Star Wars Galaxy's Legends. What do I mean about that specific about ILM Legends? Star Wars Galaxy's Legends. If the TRES files prove to be too much of a problem for ILM stability, I will be releasing ILM 3 in strict TRE format. Does this mean people can cherry pick and strip the mod apart and use it somewhere else? Yes. Does it mean it's going to be on Legends first? Yes. That does not mean I'm coming to your project if you steal ILM from Legends. I don't care if you take credit for it, whatever. But if you have a problem with it, don't expect me to come running to help you out if you're out there boasting that it's your work on another project. I will be supporting fixes and any kind of polish that's needed on ILM Legends for many, many years to come. Sorry, Star Wars Galaxy's Legends. I keep saying ILM Legends. I'll be doing that for years to come. Does that mean those updates can be used to improve if you're borrowing it for another project? Sure. But I will not be developing ILM or any of its hot fixes or whatever I will not be developing around other projects' updates. They will be developed around Legends updates. Hot fixes will come out as they're needed for Legends, and that's it. It is up to y'all to come up with your own fixes. I'll explain more about my reasoning behind why I'm making it kind of open source-ish later. Don't want to talk about it right now. There'll be more about that later. And we will discuss in a later video my future on staff after I've had more time to talk with staff at length. But that's really all I have as far as SWG Legends and ILM for right now. But thank y'all again, as always, for your support. It's greatly appreciated. And I cannot wait to show y'all the next phase of ILM. I've had a lot of fun. When I've had time to actually work on it over the summer, I've had fun screwing around with some of the stuff that I'm getting ready to show off here soon. So I cannot wait to show y'all more on Monday. Just stay tuned. As always, support me on Patreon if you can. Drop me a like, drop me a sub. Follow me on Twitter because that's where a lot of my updates are going to be at. Anything you need to know about my YouTubing or streaming news, it's all going to be there. So tune in. Catch y'all next time. Be on the lookout for that trailer. Cyphus, signing out.